What is up, movie viewers? Dena Views and Reviews here, asking what you watching. Well, today I am watching The Creator, starring John David Washington, Gemma Chan, Allison Janney, Ken Watanabe, and Sturgill Simpson. It is written by Gareth Edwards and Chris Wise. Directed by Gareth Edwards, produced by Gareth Edwards, Kyrie Hart, Jim Spencer, Arnon Milchan, Zeb Foreman, Nick Meyer, Michael Schaefer, Natalie Lehman, and Yarick Milchan. The Creator is set in a futuristic, post-apocalyptic setting. It's supposed to take place in 2065, where there is this war between humans and artificial intelligence. AI is to blame for a nuclear bomb going off in the middle of Los Angeles that killed 1 million people. Now, the main character in this movie is a black man by the name of Joshua. Now, Joshua's family was also killed in this nuclear bomb blast and even caused him to lose some limbs. Now, Joshua is working for the United States government. Undercover, he has infiltrated this group that he is supposed to go in and find out about their location and the artificial intelligence. Now, the West is now anti-artificial intelligence. In particular, the United States sees bots and AI as a threat and is completely determined to eliminate them all from the planet. They have learned that an East Asian country that is called New Asia has formed, and bots live in this place called New Asia with humans, and they live peacefully together. It is within one of these groups that Joshua has managed to gain access to that he finds peace and happiness with his very pregnant Asian wife, Maya. Now, although he is deeply undercover, the group that he is a part of is raided. It is unannounced by the military, and he was not given any prior knowledge of this planned raid to the group in which he had spent all of this time infiltrating. So he was not told about this attack. He is trying to contact them and tell them to halt the assault. And as he tries to prevent them from storming in, his wife actually overhears him on the phone and is shocked to learn that he was a part of this undercover special forces group. Once he is discovered by her, he begs her to come along with him, for she and the unborn child that she is carrying is the only family that he has left. But Maya refuses, and she boards a ship, and in an attempt to get away from him and what is going on, there is then a huge explosion in which she appears to have been engulfing. Now, after this messy raid, the ex-undercover soldier simply dropped out of the world. He didn't want any part of what was going on after losing his pregnant wife. So it is now 5 years later in the movie, and he is being approached because of his knowledge and experience, and asked to join an undercover special forces American team under the command of a really vicious colonel that's searching for a hidden weapon that has been developed by the work of a shadowy figure known as the Creator. He immediately rejects the directive. Then he learns that his wife and child may have survived and are indeed alive. So he believes that they have survived this blast, and he takes the mission in order to locate them. So he is recruited for the U.S. military mission, which is to neutralize a top secret weapon in New Asia. After he infiltrates the underground lab, he finds a mysterious weapon. Now, this weapon is an AI weapon. It is a human like being. It has taken the form of a 6-year-old girl whose name he gives her the name Alfie. I gave this movie a 2.5 stars. Watching this film, I felt like it got some of its inspiration from films like Mad Max, The Golden Child, even Godzilla, and Star Wars. It just was not what I expected it to be completely. I was expecting something more mind boggling and maybe just a bit more thought provoking. It just felt like at some point I just could predict what was going to happen. It was predictable, a typical storyline. And it just, I got the impression that it was lacking something. It just did not provide for me personally the emotional connection with the characters. And I always find it amazing in movies whenever there's a black male lead that you barely or rarely see any black people, black women in particular, black children as a part are included within the storyline. That always makes me wonder about messages and agendas from Hollywood. Now, in the end, I really felt as if I missed something with this movie. I was unable to connect emotionally, which was kind of odd for me. But robots wanting love from humans, the robots seem to want acceptance. And they said, in fact, in the movie, they wanted to be free. Alfie said he wanted them to be free. Free from what? From mankind. It was just kind of odd to me since they are not actually human beings. They are actually machines. And the movie tried to pull you in an effort to blur the lines between actual and reality by giving them human emotions and qualities. And it just seemed a bit deceptive almost, and may even speak to a bigger concern in the future when it comes to those developing artificial intelligence and why we must be concerned for how it is used. The developers' ability to manipulate human emotions, to tap into the nature of human beings when it comes to logical, objective thinking, it introduces a whole another segment to this. So when it comes to AI, that is something that we must be mindful of, because when they closely mimic humans or exhibit what appears to be human behavior, it can be confusing. I think it should be a reason for concern because of the way propaganda is used and can be used to influence or even manipulate the masses. Imagine AI or robots that look like and remind you of a family that has transitioned. It can cause one to feel affection or even to lose the ability to distinguish what is reality from fantasy or artificial intelligence. It is possible that AI can or has already been used, and we simply are not aware of it yet. Perhaps even to replace actual transition humans in certain scenarios. It's quite a thought-provoking conversation, and that was the intent of the movie. Now, the various uses of AI technology should make all of us question what we see and hear. Now, the creator is rated PG-13, and if you would like to check this movie out, you most certainly can, because it is now streaming on Hulu. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe and leave me your comments on this movie. This has been Dena Views and Reviews, inviting you to join me for my next movie review and our recommendation. And I want you to remember, it's my view. Now, what you watching